Okay, let me see something. Let me see. Let me see. So it doesn't go live here. Um, Let me see if it goes live here. Yes, it does. Okay, great. It goes live here, but not over there. All right. So I must improvise. Imper- Improvision? Is that a word? One must improvise. Very good. All right. Let's get this done. Thank you for waiting, everybody. People are messaging me to find out if I am on or not. Okay. So, uh, yes, it says that I am on. There we go. Okay. All right. Here we go. Managed it. I need to hire an assistant. Um, if anybody out there knows why was it strange to join my life, if anybody knows someone who can juggle all these apps and streams and lives, please let me know who they are. Hi, my name is RC Barron. I am Quiet Mind Light Center. I've been a holistic healer for over two decades, and I've been doing hands-on healing. I have held many classes. I've taught meditation for many years. I have meditated for almost 3 decades now. And this actually today is a milestone because today completes 1 year of my live on Facebook, and probably not 1 year on YouTube, but this is 1 year of live here on Facebook. So, hooray! Episode 52. Today is July 7th, 2025. How about that? Um, like August 8th, um, every August 8th, it's Lionsgate. Everybody always gets excited about numerology and the repeat of dates. Everybody always talks about how there are portals that open up on those days. And they do deep meditation, they do detox, um, repeat mantras and chants. And all of these are good things to do. The most important thing to know is if you truly believe in it, if your heart truly believes that on the seventh month of the seventh day, there is a portal that is open, that is available to you so you can manifest with more ease. It's always what you believe and how you feel. Just like dreams, when you've had dreams and you remember them, try to remember how you feel about the dream, how it felt like, whatever the dream was, how it felt like. Because the feeling is what generates the vibration, what generates the frequency, and that is what you become a mirror of. That is what is um, presented to the universe. The universe, if you're saying to somebody, hi, so nice to see you, compared to, hi, it's so nice to see you. The energy, the feeling. How do you feel when I say to you, hi, how you doing? Compared to, hi, it's so nice to see you. The feeling, you feel my energy in the second one, you feel my energy in the first one. In my other job, I had co-workers that it wouldn't even look up. I walk into a room, hey, how are you? Yeah. I'm not saying we should always jump out of our skin when we're meeting people. I'm talking about the energy that and the feeling and the emotion that we're holding. That is what amplifies out to the universe. So observe, 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 observe. Today is conversation is all about observance. It's all about trusting what you are feeling, trusting what you are believing. Now, I do want to talk about beliefs. But before I do that, I want to talk about that trust. Yesterday, I went walking. Um, I went to visit a friend in Richmond, and she took me to this beautiful lake called Swift Lake in Richmond. It was just a beautiful park. And we were walking in the woods by the lake. And when we were out in the woods, even though we were chit chatting most of the time, I could hear and I couldn't hear an owl. There was no owl calling out loud, but I could sense an owl nearby talking to me, greeting me. And our logical mind wants so much to say, no, that didn't happen because we cannot see it. We cannot see the owl, and we cannot see the owl actually talking in English, saying, hi, it's so nice to see you here. I have some messages for you. So next time you meditate, call upon me, and I will share these messages to you, with you. It is so easy for us to dismiss this because the logical mind cannot grasp this. It is outside of our logical mind. And we are beings of multifaceted beings. We are emotional beings. We are spiritual beings. We are mental beings, psychological beings, physical beings, right? There are so many different layers to us. And so we have to find a way to balance it all so that there is harmony within all of these different parts of us. So that one does not take over the other, or one force another part of us, of yourself, to hush down. There is a part of you that is always longing for you to hear him or her. And if you allow yourself, you will know exactly what part of you I am talking about. There's a beautiful part of you that has so many messages for you, that wants to guide you, that wants to support you, and wants you to support that part of you. So I want you to sit in quiet and listen to this part of you. I want you to go for a walk in the woods and trust what your intuition is telling you, what the unseen is telling you, the unseen that surrounds you. They are all talking to you. When before we came to earth into a physical body, we signed some contracts. We agreed to some contracts that are not in our highest interest anymore. It is imperative that when you find what these contracts are, that you tell the universe you no longer are acknowledging these contracts, and you are now ripping these contracts and making them zero, and you will no longer honor them. Contracts could be, oh, I'm always going to live in fear. I'm never going to find a relationship. I'm always going to be poor. I'm always going to be unhealthy. I'm always going to be haunted by this or that happened in my past. Rip those contracts up. Go for a walk in nature. Go ride a bicycle. Go kayaking, canoeing. Just be in nature and talk to nature and start rewriting these contracts. You're not only dissolving this contract, ripping it apart, because our logical mind likes a piece of paper, because we got a piece of paper that we signed, right? We sign checks, we sign everything, right? So visualize you're ripping this apart, and visualize you're burning it. And if you're still not 100% sure, when you come back home, you write that down in the contract that you believe has not yet been dissolved. You write a few sentences down and you burn that piece of paper off. Rip it apart and burn it. Cover everything that you can in order for you to believe, to accept that the contract is gone. And if you need to do it the next day, do it the next day. Just keep doing it until you feel it's done. But if you've done it a couple, 2, 3 times, it's done. Write new ones. Write new contracts. Do you have a contract that everything in your life should be difficult? Tear that contract apart. Burn that little sucker. Write a new one. And put all that wonderful, amazing emotions into that piece of paper, that new contract. Put it on your pillow and go to sleep. Light a little candle. Put crystals around it. Put the contract there. Pray with it. And then begin to visualize how the new contract would look. How you will feel when it's happening. What you're going to do to make sure that it's happening, that it will happen. Try to visualize the actions you're going to take in order to making sure the new contract happens. If you're trying to detox, what do I need to not eat in order to detox? If you're trying to exercise more, when am I going to exercise? What time of the day? Your schedule is all over the place. Okay, on Monday, this is when I can exercise. On Tuesday, this is the time I can exercise. Write it down and follow through, because you're trying to create a new contract. And you're trying to tell the universe, you are serious about this. It's amazing how much power you have. Just utterly, totally amazing how much power you have. We grow up powerless. Most of us grow up powerless because you remember how many times, who remembers how many times you were said, no, don't do that. Don't touch that. Don't say that. Don't wear that. I don't know about you, but I remember it a lot. And then there is that one time that knocks you off the center, or many times knocks you off your center, and you spend the next 30, 40, 50, 60, 70 years trying to get back into center. Just keep trying. There is nothing more amazing and wonderful than a person that keeps trying different ways to get what they want. Absolutely nothing. Learning new things in order to get what they want. So, anybody have any questions? No? Nobody has any questions? Um, okay. Does anybody want any their cards? Questions for cards? I think what I want to do is do this because I didn't do it. Ta-da! Let there be light. That's much better. Ah, this one, as I was turning the cards, this one just popped out. Dog, loyalty. How loyal are you to your own goals? Right? Okay. All right. Somebody is saying that they had actually signed a piece of paper, and now they're saying, I'm done with this. I am done with this. I am no longer going to be bound by this contract. You do have permission to change your mind on things. If you don't believe me, go ask every single person that has divorced their spouse. Go talk to them. Say, hey, did you sign a contract that you will spend the rest of your life with somebody and then change your mind? Yes. They would say, yes, I did. Okay. That's a contract. Did you buy a house? Say, I'm going to be living here for the next, 50 years. And then change your mind and sold it and went someplace else? Yes. Did you open an account, bank account, and then closed it? Yes, these are all contracts. Do you have a family member that's always asking you for money and you were giving and giving and giving, and then finally you were like, I'm done with this? No, I'm not giving you any more money. That was a contract that somehow you got looped into signing. So we're always signing contracts and changing our mind. This does not serve my highest good anymore. And I'm done with it. Okay, so let's get your question answered. Okay. Anybody else that has questions, please let me know. Anchor, stability, of course you would make me pull this card. Only if you could go live with me and pronounce the cards for me out loud. um, I'm not going to try and pronounce that one today. But this one, isn't it interesting? This one is cut, right? Sudden break. And the burden that you were carrying, the cross is the burden that you were carrying. This was so deep into your this was so deep into your being, this contract, and it was such a burden, but you're saying enough is enough and you're cutting it. You made a decision to cut it. Sigh. I can call it a sword. Yes, I can. It's like a sword. It cuts through. And that's exactly what you have done. So energetically, this is a huge burden off of your shoulders, right? The cross was carried on Jesus' shoulder. It was so heavy. It was such a burden. And you're done with it. So now you can envision all the wonderful things you're going to be able to do with this free time of not having this contract, and how amazing it will feel. Not having this contract, not having to spend time worrying about it, thinking about it, preparing paperwork about it, talking to 100 different people so you can get the right answer. All this free time. Okay. Anybody else? Anybody else that would like a card? English is a funny language. Everybody should learn Armenian. Armenian is the easiest language to learn because you say what you write. It's just that there are not that many Armenians to teach the world Armenian. But with today's technology, if all the countries, if all the countries agree that their second language would be Armenian, I bet there will be so many Armenian teachers teaching it on YouTube, on Zoom, on all different kinds of ways we can teach Armenian. It will be amazing. We could do it. But there are much more simpler things we, humanity, cannot accomplish right now. But we can also tear that contract up. Okay, Todd just wants a general card for this week, and that is just fine. So let's do that. So if you would like a card, but you don't want to write it in the comments, you can message me right here on Quiet Mind, because I'm not quite sure if you message me privately if it will come. I only see the comments on Facebook right now, on Quiet Mind Facebook page. I do not see it on my personal page, but what I do is after the podcast is over, I go and I read the comments and I answer them, and I message people either right there, or I send them a private message. So Todd would like just tell me what's cooking this week, kind of a card. Okay, the sun is up. Sun is full of energy. Sun brings happiness, light. And then there's the fox. Yes, I love foxes. They're so cute. Foxes. They are both employment and they're also cunning. Listen, even the best of the best of the best out there, someone has conned them. So we've all been conned by somebody in one way or another. Do you know a narcissist? They're always conning us, right? All right. Okay. This one is mountain. Mountain. As beautiful as it is, mountain is blockage, obstacles. So you have the sun, which is amazing energy. It's going to give you energy to I actually like these three cards. In order to go through the blockages of what issue you have right now, you're going to have to like be like a fox and say what is in my highest interest and move through it like that. Actually, it's like you have to be very smart. What does a fox do? The fox has to outsmart someone else, right? Outsmart the creature it wants to catch. So you're going to have to outsmart your problems. And you have the sun's full energy behind you. I like that. Outsmart the problems. I like that very much. I'm gonna cards for this coming week for all of us. Does that make sense? Isn't that awesome? For this week. The tree, which is very grounding. It's for health, it's for growing. And the tower is more business and bureaucracy, um, bureau- bureaucracy, yes, institutions. So you can look at it this way. One way to look at it is at the crossroads, which will you choose? Will you choose to go towards health and grounding and growing, or will you choose the logical mind, institutions, businesses, bureaucracy? This is one way to look at it. Uh, the other way to look at it at the crossroads, I think that's the only way to look at it. That's the best way to look at it. Go towards growth. Go towards health and grounding, which brings us back full circle to go to nature. Go walk in nature. Go spend time in nature. Go fly kite out in the open. Go kayaking, canoeing, whatever it is that brings you back to nature. Because nature also protects us and guides us and supports us and activates our third eye and activates all of our chakras, actually. So, yeah. Okay, everybody, have a wonderful week. Actually, have a wonderful 2 weeks, because next week I'm not going to be on. So take care of yourselves. Message me if you need something. Otherwise, I will see you in 2 weeks, which will be July 21. Okay? Have a wonderful 2 weeks. Bye.